It's maybe a little better. Is this still too loud? Just let me know. Our story so far. So we're in Dropstone. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary. And we're asking questions about the Elysium box. Mansion in the woods, gee whiz. Let's go. Alright, 30. Is this really where we want to start today? Is this today? Oh, am I on the wrong... There we go. Thank you. Yeah, we're starting with a slider puzzle here today. Okay, so this is the only logical first move I can see. Can this block chill out down here? Well, it's gonna have to. Let's see. What if I did this? And then we just sort of reverse the whole puzzle? No, that's not gonna work. I hate this puzzle and I hate these puns even more. No, I hate the puzzle more. I'm sorry, I take it back. Okay. Okay, so this is definitely the starting play. Moving this down here allows me to bring both of these down, which gives me a little bit of workspace. But I gotta bring this back out, otherwise it's gonna get trapped in the end, I'm sure of it. This is, what's the word I'm looking for? Fucking awful. God, if I could slide that blue block upright, that'd be grand. does not seem like there's another set of opening moves than the ones I just made. Whoa, is that Unikitten? God, I would give so much to be able to just logic chess this right now. Ooh. Well, that's an interesting development.
And now to test my theory. And there we have it.
Oh, thank you for the 100 bits, Yuna. I really appreciate it. I'm just really... Me personally, as a weakness, I'm not good at block sliding puzzles. I'll take the motion-controlled subs. I made you do it? Oh, you gotta take accountability for things in your own life, my dude. Eskron, do you think that there's anything you can't make a pun about? I'm not being critical. I wonder whether or not I could stump you. You have 4 horses, all of which travel at different speeds. In traveling from point A to point B, these horses take 1, 2, 4, and 6 hours, respectively. Jesus Christ, the 1-hour horse is a fucking beast. One day, you decide to move all of your horses from point A to point B. However, you can only move a maximum of 2 horses at a time, and you need to ride a horse back to point A each time you return to move your other horses. Knowing you can only move as fast as the slowest horse you're traveling with, what's the fewest number of hours it will take to complete your move? That's a neat puzzle. I like this one. Okay, so... Jesus Christ, look at horse number 6. Or the 6-hour horse. I feel so bad for him. Look at this guy. He is clearly doing his best. And I feel so bad for him. Anyway. So if I took horse 1 and 2 together, that would take 2 hours. Let's find a nice way to write this down. So if I took horse 1 and 2 together, that would take 2 hours. And then ride horse 1 back, that would take 1 hour. And then took... Actually, let's see. If I took horse 1 and 4 together, that would take 4 hours. And then horse 1 back would take 1 hour. And then horse 2 and 6 together, that would take 6 hours. And then ride horse 2 back would take 2. And then 1 and 2 together would take 2 hours. So this is going to be my baseline. I just want to see if I can iterate on it. But this is 15 hours. 15 hours is my current best. And it's not going to be faster to just take, what, 1 and 2, then 1 back, and then 1 and 4, and then 1 back, and then 1 and 6. Is that going to produce a better answer? That's 2 hours, 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 hour, and then 6 hours? That's actually faster. That's 14. So that's an improvement. Did I do my math wrong the first time? Should that have taken that amount of time? Maybe I did my math wrong. Okay, so currently I'm looking at 14 as being my best. Right? I take 1 and 2 together and then ride 1 back. Then 1 and 4 together and then ride 1 back. And then 1 and 6 together. So let's try the other one I did. What if I did 1 and, let's just say 6. I don't think it'll make a difference which grouping I do. And then 2 and 4 is 4, and then ride 2 back. And then 1 and 2. So this is 6, 4, 1, 2, 2. I think it's going to be 14. I think it'll actually end up being the case that taking 1 back and forth over and over works faster, right? 1 and 2 is 2, then ride 1 back, then 1 and 4 is 4, and then ride 1 back, and then 1 and 6 is 6, which gives me 14. Yeah, me either. I don't see a way that's not the best.
Leave it to me. Well, I'm stumped.
Alright. There must be a trick to the answer that I'm not reading. You have 4 horses, all of which travel at different speeds. And traveling from point A to point B, these horses take 1, 2, 4, and 6 hours respectively. One day, you decide to move all your horses from point A to point B. However, you can only move a maximum of 2 horses at a time, and you need to ride a horse back to point A each time you return to move your other horses. Knowing you can only move as fast as the slowest horse you're traveling with, what's the fewest number of hours it will take you to complete your move? Alright, let's think carefully about it. Well, I'm trying to get all of them to B, so the last trip from A to B would have finished it. So I can do better than 14. That seems to be the suggestion. Don't y'all jump ahead of me. Just because y'all are regulars doesn't mean you can break your spoilers backseating rule. Don't get too excited. Dial it back. Okay, so what's the trick here? There's something I'm not thinking. It's something slightly outside the box. So if I take horse 1 and 2 together, I can only move a maximum of 2 horses at a time. Oh, is that our Dorchy boy? Okay. Only move as fast as the slowest horse you're traveling with. Oh my god, I bet I know what the answer is. I bet it has something to do with the fact that I'm assuming you have to go all the way from A to B in every trip. And I bet that there is a clever way to, like, drop off a horse at a halfway point or something. I bet that's the assumption I made that was incorrect. Can I solve the problem better by assuming I have a halfway point? The 1 hour horse is named Horse. I think that's reasonable. Is there any reason why dropping horses off at the midway point would be faster for some reason? I actually don't think that's going to be the trick to this. That doesn't feel like that gives me a leg up. In 1 hour... 1 hour, you can go from A to B with horse number 1. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, his name is Dorch. Yeah, I already messed this one up once. I'm 1 penalty down for this puzzle. I feel like the answer's not going to have to do with a midway point, because if it had to do with a midway point, then the time it takes to travel should have been communicated differently. You would communicate it via speed rather than amount of time it takes to go from A to B. My first answer was 14, because mathematically it looks like the fastest you could do is to have horse 1 and 2 go together, then bring horse 1 back, then 1 and 4 go together, and then bring horse 1 back, and then 1 and 6 go together. I tried a few permutations and 14 seemed like the correct answer. Since I believe that 14 is not an invalid answer, then I have to assume that the correct answer is smaller than 14. You need to ride a horse back to point A each time you move your other horses. Well, if I had ideas, I'd scribble them in the memo so that you could see them, but I don't have any ideas right now. Right now, I'm accepting that there is a lateral way of thinking about this puzzle that I have not identified yet. While I'm thinking about an answer, I can draw Dorch for us. He looks like this. Then he's got sort of this going on. Then there's this over here. I'm not sure if this is a solution to the puzzle, but it does feel like this is a right answer, you know? He has a smile because he's a very happy boy. Hey, Mads. Okay, so what is the lateral thinking I'm not doing? If I take 2 horses and come back with 1, is there ever a benefit to taking the slower horse back? I don't believe so. It's always strictly better whatever you do to take the faster horse back, I would imagine. Yes, but the classic puzzle didn't have my beautiful handsome boy here. Wondering if I should take a coin and just see what it is I'm not thinking of. I'm sure there's an obvious hint it can give me that will get me on the right track. I just feel like I'm missing a piece. Just something I'm not seeing. That doesn't make sense. This is... I ended 2-4. I haven't started 2-5 yet. So, my first thought was if I take 1 and 2 across first, that takes 2 hours, and then bring 1 back, and then 4 and 6 across. Maybe this is the part that I messed up? And then bring 2 back. And then 1 and 2 together. This isn't small. Oh, this is 13. Fuck. Alright, we're not going to talk about that.
Here goes. That was almost too easy.
I'm sorry, Paramarks. What's the issue this time? That was my bad. I thought I had tried that combination already, and that was my mistake. I'm sorry, I wish I knew how to make that better. Wowee, look at the size of that lad. Absolute unit. Well, I feel silly that I didn't... That I thought I had tried that combination already and I didn't. Because I got really hung up on thinking there was a trick to the question, and there wasn't. Hey, Moby. Cast a very large net out on the pond to catch some fish. Every part of the net is in the water except for the 2 ends, which you're holding in your hands. Well, that's smart. You definitely want to hold on to them. The pond surface is small, but it's actually wider underwater, so parts of your sunken net aren't visible from the surface. Assuming that there are no tears in the net, and that its rim is constructed of a single length of rope that ends on the shore, how many of the fish visible in the pond will you snare when you pull the net back up? So I just have to count in and out, I guess. Am I supposed to assume that they connect logically like this? I'm not certain I understand otherwise. So this one's inside. This one's inside. This one's inside, 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 inside. Which makes these two out. This one's out. This one's out. These two are out. That one's out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess.
Just leave it to me. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
I agree, Bob. I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, but I set up my HDMI setup for my Wii, and the game looks so much better. 3 rope loops are tangled together with a single red rope. If you were to pull both ends of the red rope, a single knot would form in the middle. Can you figure out how many of the rope loops would get caught in the knot when it forms? Okay, so it's definitely in there. I don't think the blue one threads any part of the knot, so I think the blue one's safe. The yellow one... So you could pull this part of the yellow one outside of the red. So that's not an inversion on the yellow part. So if you pulled that out, is it above everything else? Yes, it's above everything else. So it's not caught up in there. How about the green one? The green one actually specifically ensnares a part of the red rope, but only the very top of the red rope. So you could actually lift the green part directly off the top of the... I think it's actually 0. I think none of them are ensnared in the knot. The blue one stays below over here. So you could just pull it directly outside of the knot there. And the rest of it's above, so it's not... I think the answer is 0.
Consider this puzzle solved. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
That's true. True gentleman would never leave a puzzle unsolved. A livestock competition. Can I help you count sheep? Bet you a tenner. I'm not playing on the EU version this time, I don't think. I might be. Mr. Anderson. Can't be horny for anyone in this game. Is it that you can't or you won't? Who in this game do I feel like is worth being horny? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any answers for that. Yeah, Layton could get it. For sure. Jesus Christ. He's talking to Luke is talking to cows now. Luke is talking to cows now? Hey guys, Luke's talking to cows now. Did you find out anything of use? Okay, so nobody's talking about themselves. Are there any tight loops here? D is talking about E is talking about B is talking about C is talking about A talks about D. So there's no tight loops, it's all length 5 loops. So in that case, I think that I can get away with just picking one of them to be correct. Like, assume one of them. So I'm going to assume that A is telling the truth. And because of that, D becomes a false cow. D says E is a false cow, which makes him a true cow. E says B is not true, so false. B says C is not true, so it is true. And then C says A ain't a no way cow, no way. Okay, so in this situation, we end up with B and D. So B, no, that's not how you write letters. Letters don't look like that. B and D. So let's try the other configuration. So if A had been a false cow, do we end up with conflicts? Then when A says D is false, that really means it's true. I hope we don't just get the reverse this time. Oh, wait. Okay, I missed the detail where it says only 2 of them are true moo cows. So this will break the tie, because this will just turn out to be the reverse, I think. So D says that E is a no way. So that means that one's F. E says B is definitely not a true, which means it is a true. And B says C isn't a true, which makes it a false. Okay. So I think that works.
Here goes. That was almost too easy.
No one's weirded out by the fact that Luke talked to cows, right? Like, we're all just cool with that? Alright. That cow has no fucking clue where it is right now. That cow has seen some shit. What's my favorite speedrun and world record that I've done? Pugsy's pretty high up there as my favorite world record, probably. I don't know, The Hobbit is probably my favorite speed game I've ever played. Well, this is an astute gentleman. He sees that Professor Layton is the shit. Oh. A, B, and C each started off with pants and shirts of a single color. A wore red, B wore blue, and C wore white. Then they were blindfolded and swapped items of clothing. Is this a game people actually play? I don't want to be invited to this game, okay? Please don't invite me. Okay. So C is wearing red pants now. And C didn't keep any of his original clothes, so that means he has a blue shirt on. C's the only one who didn't keep any of his original clothes, so I've only got a blue set of pants here and a red shirt here, which means he got the white pants and he got the white shirt. So no one's shirts and pants match. C's the only one who didn't keep any of his original clothing. And C's wearing red pants.
Consider this puzzle solved. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
These guys fuck. Is this true? Is this a fact? Is this one... Because I really don't want to have to throw away my sequin vest. It actually, I felt like it looked pretty good on me. Yes, he does look pretty edgy. A matching top hat? I'm not sure a top hat can save a popped polo shirt's collar and blazer. I'm not sure anything can save that. Professor Layton and the Gamer Word. So he's got a beard and a hat. He's got a cane and a dapper little bow tie. And he doesn't wear glasses. Okay. So this guy's got a... This guy doesn't have a cane. This person doesn't have a cane. I can't tell whether or not this person has a bow tie. This person has glasses, so they're out. This is a fucking child, so not them. These three all have canes. This guy in the back I can't tell. Oh, hey, I hate it. I knew guys in high school who used to wear several layers of popped collar polo shirts, and I will never understand it. This guy doesn't have a beard. This guy in the back, I can't tell whether or not he has a beard, but I also can't tell whether or not he has a cane either. Like, I have no reason to necessarily suspect he doesn't have a cane. So how about these two right here? These two guys, this one and this one. What's their deal? What's their story? This guy doesn't look like he's wearing glasses. And the other one doesn't look like neither of them look like they're wearing glasses. He doesn't wear glasses. Perfect. That's what I was looking for. I'm going to assume that it's mentioning the hat, and this guy's hat has flown off, and so I'm not supposed to count him because the hat's flown off. I'm thinking it's this guy right now. I'm gonna go for it.
And now to test my theory.
Nope.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
Okay. Really rude, honestly. Unnecessarily aggressive on that front. Oh, this guy, I can't see a bow tie. I was supposed to exclude him because he didn't have a bow tie. I think it might be this guy then. Unless I'm supposed to pick the guy in the back. I'm thinking I'm supposed to pick the... I really feel like I'm supposed to pick the guy in the back. Like, I can't see anything about him, but I think I'm just supposed to pick the guy. I'm just gonna take the penalty if I'm wrong.
This puzzle solved.
No? Okay.
Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
Hey, shut up. Friggin' Layton over here. I guess the hat flying off is not supposed to be a problem for me. I guess I'm supposed to accept that his hat flying off is not relevant. I'm just going through and trying to exclude people. That's a child. That's a woman. This guy doesn't have a cane. This guy doesn't have a cane. This guy doesn't have a beard. This guy doesn't have a cane. This is the last one that makes sense to me.
This puzzle solved. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Okay, thanks. I mean, they all had fucking hats then. Look at him wearing his hat. Pictured here without hat. Oh, for sure. Anderson's the kind of guy who invests his life in researching science for cloning humans so that he can make a clone of himself to fuck. Sacrifices. Oh my god, he made robots too. Everyone's making robots. Stop making so many robots, you idiots. I have a feeling that Mr. Anderson has some skeletons in his closet, and I do not mean that allegoric or metaphorically. The computer vision, or the ones where it's asking me to assess something about a picture would be very difficult to write a computer program for. Any mathematical one where you can just brute force all the solutions would be trivial to write a program for. Like the horse one, I could have written a program in probably 2 minutes to just try every possible combination. It wouldn't have been that difficult. Okay, well that doesn't really seem like a problem. She was sort of a stowaway to begin with. Like, we didn't invite her, she just showed up. Honestly, I'd say this simplifies things quite a lot. You know, 2's a party, but 3's a crowd. She's a robot now. That man stole my soul. You'll now have to get it out through this slider puzzle. Pretty sure she's a demon now. Like, can we not bring her? Is there a button that says, fucking leave her here? I'm pretty sure the answer is D. So you imagine you've got sort of 6 blocks on top, right? So this is the top. And this is the bottom. And there's already 2 boxes filled, so this one is taken, and this one's taken. I can use block C to fill here and here, so the bottom 2 of the bottom, and the top 2 of the top. I can use A to fill in here, and here, and here. And I can use B to fill in here, here, and here. So it's D that doesn't fit. And in fact, you could probably... It would be really easy to just do the math and realize it has to be C or D. Because of this box of 12, 2 of them are already taken. So there's only 10 open slots. So it would have to be A, B, and C or A, B, and D. You just have to figure out which one you don't want. But it's D.
And now to test my theory. And there we have it.
Yeah, I mean, configuring those pieces into place is not that complicated. Or could probably have some variation to it, I guess is where I was trying to go with that. In order to wrap the flower, just like the leftmost drawing, how should you begin your wrapping? Oof. Oh, I'm not visualizing this one very well. Oh god, this one's not working well for me. Well, I don't think this one's bad. I guess I'm just not really visualizing how the options produce the end result. I think the answer has to be C or B, but I don't really see the difference. The picture makes it clear that the green edge is on both sides. So I don't see really what's the difference between C or B. I'm not visualizing this one very well. I don't think this one's supposed to be hard. But I cannot visualize what's going on here. So, this piece and this piece are the two corners of the piece of paper. But where are the other two corners in here? I just don't see how this method of rolling produces this end result. I mean, I sort of do, but I'm having a hard time visualizing it. Kind of want to see the hint on this one. Hey, B-Man. Yeah, I'm playing at least the first 3 Layton games so that I can play the crossover game. Well, I already knew that one! Guys, I already knew that one! These hints are the worst. Well, I got a 50-50 shot.
And now to test my theory. Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
I think we've narrowed it down. Did I hit C last time?
Solved.
Okay, no.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Oh, is it just... Okay, actually, I should have been able to work through that one. Because I now see what the differences are. Okay. I don't feel bad about it, but I now see it, I guess. Yeah, me too, Tina. I think it wasn't super clear, actually, how to, how the rolling was happening. I think that one was not specified as well as it could have been. Oops. So what if I just do all briskberry? Can you put more than... Okay, no. 3 is the limit. There's smoke coming off this tea. I don't remember which combination I did the first time, so I'm just trying the opposite of what I did this time. Okay. Head toward the train station. Got it. Whoopsie daisy, I accidentally went the wrong direction again. You brewed literal poison. Painting the flag. No two adjacent sections of the flag can be the same color. Each section can only be one color, and you can't change the number or size of these sections. If you aren't allowed to mix paint, how many distinct flag designs are possible? What do you mean by distinct? See, you have to qualify that. That's a word. Like, that's an actual word. Is ABC the distinct from CBA? Isn't it 4 times 3 times 3? You can pick any one of the 4 colors for the leftmost, which only restricts you to 3 possible colors for the next section, and that restricts you to 3 possible colors for the next section. So 36. Am I just gonna go for the easy answer right away? Is the trick here that I wasn't supposed to realize that I could leave a section white?
Here goes.
Okay.
Piece of cake.
Sharp thinking.